I'm going to share with you my personal research, tactics, and strategies that I implement on the Virtuals Protocol platform to find these AI agents before they blow up, starting from 150 market cap, starting from a 250 market cap, 500K market cap, going all the way up to 10 million, 20 million market cap. And I'm pretty sure after this video, you'll have a far better understanding on how this works so you can incorporate similar tactics to find your own success when it comes to the AI agent market on base. So without further ado, let's go bank that coin. Imagine now you're looking at this token, right? Instead of a month later, right, that it was live for, and you want to get in on it like say 4 or 5 hours or the first day. Guess what? You would have probably gotten like right here. You would have bought right here, and you would have fell victim to exit liquidity when you wanted to probably wait it out at least at least 5 days. Let these guys who got into this area, this bonding curve area, as I alluded to right here, the prototype agents area. That's a lot of these guys in the top holders, right? Top 8, at least top 10, they're going to be taking profits as we see here. So that's something you need to take into consideration when looking for the next gem on the Virtuals platform. Okay, guys? So what else you need to do when you're trying to look for the next gem? Francis Dhun Uncensored. Welcome back to another video here at Francis Dhun Uncensored, where we do have tomorrow's newspapers today. This is also called a Smart Money channel. If you like putting yourself ahead of the crowd when it comes to the next best thing in crypto, then make sure you like, subscribe, but most importantly, smash that bell notification button. If you like content like this, it's very time sensitive, and you want to be one of the first people to get this information so you can implement it as we have been showing you over the course of the last 4 days. Now, I want to teach you guys literally the same exact tactics that I implement to find these AI agents, at the grassroots level, or when we feel as though they have something to offer the market, which then can have a popularity boost to see a nice pump occur, right? So that's the basis of this video. I'm giving you the fishing rod so you can catch your own fish. I'm going to still be delivering fire picks, don't get me wrong, but I want you guys to know the DNA blueprint on how this works, at least what I use, my strategies, okay? So let's get on with the content, man. And Dora AI is a perfect example of a token that we got into super freaking early. And when I say we, I mean me. And then I shared it with you guys as well a few days later saying, hey, look, I got it at this market cap and look where it has grown. And Dora AI is an AI travel agent. It reminded me of that coin on Binance called Tavala that got listed that has a legitimate use case in the real world using AI to disrupt the human being as, and the software, right? That then now acts as both in one and then offers this sort of like a service to people, okay? And, this was around Christmas Day. It was Christmas Day I got on it. I got in on Dora, and that was at roughly just under 2 million market cap. And sure enough, the 27th to the 29th, a few days later, we see it rise all the way to a 23 million market cap, giving me a whopping, 11x in a matter of days. And this is what we want. We want these sort of pumps going up here, okay? So we want to get in early, and then we want to see this. We need to take some profits as well before these lower lows comes in. And Dora will continue to go up, don't get me wrong, okay? They got a lot going for them in terms of what they're doing, and they're building this application as well. But we're not going to get into too much details on what these projects do. We're just touching up on the ones that performed well and why and how you could do it as well, okay? So Vader AI is another example of this, and Vader AI is doing amazing things. And as you can see right here, on the 23rd of December, that's when I got in at roughly a 50 million market cap. So this could work with even mid-range to higher market cap tokens if you see the value and if you think it's going to have attention, And it rose all the way up to like say 134 million market cap, sitting at 125, giving me a whopping, a nice little, that's about just over a 2xer. We want to see these sort of pops, and it's maintaining too, right? The picks that I'm giving you guys, they're popping, and they're maintaining. They may be some retracement, but then they do recover. Why? Because the masses do agree that how it's valuable to them and what they want. And Vader AI is another one that gives people an opportunity to get access to early stage investments. They also make investments for their DAO. So that's something, it's like you're watching this video now because you want to know how to make money. Well, the likes of Vader AI and the second one we're going to get into over here, which is AI Rocket, presents that exact opportunity. AI Rocket is an amazing project. This is one that we got in very early. Well, we got in early. I wouldn't say very early. This right here we got in at on the 27th of December. This is at a 4.5 million market cap. It went to an all-time high of 21 million market cap, sitting currently at a 15 million market cap. And the market right now, well, at least yesterday, in the Virtuals protocol ecosystem had a bit of a retracement, which is very healthy. People are taking profits as well, and we're seeing it start to recover right now with that candle wick. It went down to about 10 million market cap, and it's about 15 right now. Okay, so it is recovering. So once again, this is what we're looking for over here, right? We want to get in just before that nice pump and this correction. You can even buy back here in the ones that's gonna, you think, is going to be worthwhile long term, right? The dips are always great here as well. But that's not what the focus of this video is. AI Rocket also is like another Vader AI where it offers people these sort of investments. And I think, in 2025, we're going to see Vader AI, AI Rocket, these sort of investment vehicles perform extremely well. And that's why I want to get into it early. Speaking about getting into projects early, man, CERT AI, that is going to be 100x. Okay, CERT AI is an amazing project. Once again, got into this one at 1 million market cap, all right? And it has gone up to like, say, 7.3 million market cap, giving me a 7x. And now it's sitting at a 6x market cap. So do the math on that. Right here, once again, we got the POP, that pop, right? Then it went sidelined, okay? And then it went up again here. Little correction, and here it is. Okay, guys, so that's what it's all about over there. All right, so those are the examples of these tokens that we got into early before it had a popularity boost, right? They started from, some of them were much lower than that in other examples, but these ones are starting at 1 million in market cap, going to 10 million in market cap. Vader AI was 50 million in market cap, going up to right now 130 million market cap, give or take. So this tactic could actually be incorporated throughout the board, meaning it doesn't really matter where the market cap is as long as you see the value in it. But in order to understand how you implement these strategies, you need to know exactly what Virtuals protocol is. So you have a better understanding of the engineering behind it, the token economics behind it, and what investors are looking for. So at the end of the day, not even at the end of the day, this is a pump fund platform. So pump fund is on Solana, and it offers people in this case to make meme coins. And then, it's a fair launch. They start at a low market cap. If they get some interest, then they get migrated over, in this case, to Radium, which is the main DEX, right? Another example of that is Sats Pump Fund, which is the first pump fund platform in the Bitcoin ecosystem that I built. And I'm very proud of that, right? And over here now, you create meme coins, right? You launch them. They come in the new launch section. And then after that, they come into this section if they're getting some investments, and then it gets migrated to the main DEX, which is called .swap in this case. Well, the same is true for Virtuals protocol. I don't think many people understand this. Yes, it's an AI agent. So instead of, they are doing a pump fund platform for meme coins, they are essentially doing a pump fund platform for AI agents. And this section is called the prototype agent section. Where we normally dabble is the sentient agent section, okay? Don't get me wrong, I dabble here as well. But I'm not going to bring that to your attention because that's only for the advanced trader. There are probably 85% to 95% are scams there, and you would lose the shirt off your back if you tried to dabble here. But I'm bringing this up just for you to have a better understanding of the overall system, when it comes to Virtuals protocol. So once again, people will create a new AI agent in this case, and then it'll fall into, one of these rows over here, right? Depends on what your filters are. And if it gets enough love, it will then get migrated, okay, over to Uniswap, which is the main DEX on this particular, base network, right? And when you're trading, like, again, this is just a random token like OLYN, you think it's being traded right here on this platform here, Virtuals, but in fact, it's really being traded on, right here, Uniswap. You can plug it in and you'll see OLYN here. All right, guys. So that's how that works in a nutshell. So I hope that's crystal clear. That's how it works. People get in early, right? And the point about that, what I wanted to say is on this section as well, not only that's how it works, but when you look at these tokens over here, these ones could potentially have significantly lower market caps. So traders are coming in. Let's click on this one here, for example. This right here, okay, was created 16 days ago. This looks like a scam already, okay, with that red candle. It's probably a scam, but, 69% almost complete. When this bar hits here, it then gets migrated over to Uniswap and then falls into the main section over here where I was showing you guys right here, the sentient agents, where most of the, it's not that scammy anymore and you feel safer to trade it, okay? And a bunch of other different tactics as well. But, also when we go back to that section, it tells us how much virtuals is required. So essentially, in the sentient agent section, you need about, I think it's a 1.5 million market cap to then get to the sentient being sections, okay? In the prototype agent section, you need about a 1.5 million market cap to hit to then get sent over here, okay? So also what this incorporates is, if we click on this particular example, and then we check out these holders, right? Right here, these guys, okay? So this wallet number 2, the second most holder for this particular token, the third most, the fourth most, they got it at incredibly lower market caps, right? So maybe they got it at a 50,000 market cap or 100,000 market cap, right? And when it gets migrated over to the main DEX or to the main section, they are at significant profits. And that's something that you really need to understand, right? But there's about 4 questions that I ask myself when I'm looking at the next gem here on Virtual's protocol. And here are the questions that I ask myself, okay? Is it something people want? Meaning, like, you're watching this video right now because you want alpha. You want to make some money. Well, that's what I asked myself, and I saw Dora AI, and it made all the sense to me. I saw Rocket AI, and it made all the sense to me because that's allowing people to get into investment vehicles, like maybe access to pre-sales, maybe access to a DAO that's consistently going to give them calls, right? That was valuable. The second question I asked myself is right here. Is it something people need? Okay, so Port was a project that we got into, and Port provides people software and tools to trade better on Virtual's protocol, which will go live. I don't know when they're going to go live, but when it goes live, you have access to that. That's very similar to a Photon. That's very similar to a BullX. That's much more organized than Pump Fund. Majority of traders don't go to Pump Fund to trade. They go to the software, which is Photon and BullX, to trade, so they can have much more filters, more indicators to give them a more informed decision. So that's something what people need. And that's also something what people want, as we already discussed, which is Dora AI. Well, the third question I asked myself is, can it disrupt software and humans? And we got into another one called Pod, which is a podcast run by an AI agent, and Cert AI, which is a smart contract AI that will allow you to plug in the contract address and then tell you information about this particular project, if there's vulnerabilities or not in the contract address. Now it's disrupting Certic AI. So that is definitely something where I see disruption taking place. So that's value to the market. And I think it holds intrinsic value, right? Point number 3. Because when you think about it, what AI is doing is it's pretty much disrupting software and human beings. So for example, before computers came out, right, humans was doing most of that labor or that thinking. Now, computers came out, it has software embedded into it where it could do the thinking mainly for the human being, but you still need a human right now to interact with that software and that computer the way I'm interacting with you right now. Now, when you have AI, in this example with Pod, it's this podcast, it's now disrupting the software, which is, let's just call it whatever, the software that's used to connect the video feed, and then it's also disrupting the human being. So now you don't need a human being to control that software. The AI does it on itself. Very powerful. And so is Certic AI is another example of that. The fourth question I ask myself is, can it democratize information? Well, KOL Scan and AI XBT is a perfect example of that. KOL Scan now allows you to track other influential people in the space to see what trades they're making, what they're buying and they're selling. You could copy their trades. And AI XBT obviously is the most valuable AI influencer or AI agent, as a matter of fact, in the entire crypto space, giving you real-time analysis on certain projects, what they're doing. So that's pretty valuable. So once again, those are the 4 questions that I asked myself. And, when we come back over to Virtual's protocol, this is the main sector, and this is where beginners should always start right here. And just a cool point, right? when you when you filter this rather by market cap highest to lowest, as I have here, productivity is really the ones that's standing out the most. Okay, so let's just go like this, right? Go like this. And that should just then filter this by highest market cap to lowest market cap. And when you look at this, we got productivity number 1, number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 10 in the top 10 AI agents is in the productivity section. Productivity normally tends to do better than these other categories that we have over here. And when I'm personally looking for the next gem before it blows up, I'm looking at the productivity section, I'm looking at the on-chain section, and the information section. The creative section is not bad. It's okay, but anything, like the entertainment, I'm not really that much interested in that. But productivity for me is number 1, and on-chain is number 2, and, information number 3. That's what I go off of. And what you could do is you could filter them by these specific categories, right? And, you can figure out what you want. And speaking about what people want to bank that damn coin. It's a damn bull run, right? We want to get ours. So let's scroll down and see what we're looking at over here. Now, a piece of alpha I'll tell you guys is, when you're looking for these things, okay, I don't know what this thing is here. We're just going to click it for clicking its sake, right? It's up 16.9% for the day. Let's just see what's up here. So this came out 1 month ago, okay? The ones that comes out a little bit later, okay, has been around for much longer. So for example, 1 month ago, it presents much better token economics, right? Well, what do I mean? As I was telling you guys about this section, the prototype agent section, where people are getting into these particular tokens at, 150K market cap, 200K market cap, right now, this guy is at a 3.4 million market cap, which means people are at some crazy ass gains, and you're trying to get into this right now, which is okay, and you can make money there, but just make sure that how the registry doesn't have that much, harsh token holders, right? So we're seeing the contract here. The dev has 12%, which is a lot, and it goes 5, 5, 5. What I normally like to see is, and look out for is, the top 10 does not own anything more than 30% of the supply. And that's a lot. But the good thing about getting into these tokens that it's been existing for a month is that people already took profits, right? So let's take a look at this token on Dex Screener and see what's up. Okay, since he's been around for a month, we're going to go to that 1 month chart right here. And we should see some big, look at that, right? Right here at the very beginning, it launched and it went up right here all the way to, what is that? That's like a 8.5 million market cap, and comes tumbling all the way down right here. And then it's carrying along, it's dead, right? It's been dead, it's carrying along until it gets back some life on or about 1 month later. You could see this happen with tokens also that's been around for 10 days, 7 days, etc., depending on what they're building, right? That could change things. But again, imagine now you're looking at this token, right? Instead of a month later, right, that it was live for, and you want to get in on it, say 4 or 5 hours or the first day. Guess what? You would have probably gotten right here. You would have bought right here, and you would have fell victim to exit liquidity. When you wanted to probably wait it out at least at least 5 days. Let these guys who got into this area, this bonding curve area, as I alluded to right here, the prototype agents area. That's a lot of these guys in the top holders, right? Top 8, at least top 10, they're going to be taking profits as we see here, okay? So you want to wait it out for the most part. Now, again, that doesn't always happen, but it happens more times out of 10. So that's something you need to take into consideration when looking for the next gem on the Virtuals platform, okay, guys? So what else you need to do when you're trying to look for the next gem? Well, we spoke about the token holders. We spoke about tokens that have just bonded on day 1, they will have sell pressure. Okay, I can show you multiple examples of that, but let's scroll down and try to look for something. And I'm doing this in real time, by the way. I didn't prepare for this to let you know. Let's go to the next page because we're going to find lower market cap tokens here that already graduated away from the prototype agent section, which now means the liquidity is locked. And, nobody could pull the rug, and these are more serious projects that could actually grow and give you a safer bet than the ones that are in the other section. And look, we're looking at an 868 market cap. We're coming down over here. Buzda, It's important to note as well, guys, like these tokens here, they weren't always at, 3.7 million, 4.9 million. And this is a pick that we made too, by the way, which was at 1.3 million. It's people who got to this are already at a 2x on my channel. Okay, so this guy wasn't always at a 4.9. This guy wasn't always at a 1.3. At some point, he was on this page over here, sitting at a 545K market cap at some point. Okay, but you got to be very careful as well. You got to ask yourself those 4 questions that I showed you. Is it something that people want? Let's see this. What the heck is this coin here? Meratasu. Okay. Straight down, they need to have their Twitter. Okay, if their Twitter's not there, I'm not interested. I don't care. That's important to me. I want to make sure that they're active on Twitter too. So Meratasu is not just a bubbly and playful. She's also single and ready to mingle. I'm not interested. I already got a wife. I'm good. Like boom, boom. I like that how the house was cleaned out, but it's not something I'm interested in. 2 months ago, even, yeah, I'll already pass. Okay. Okay, so let's carry on to that section again, page 2. All right, so what else could we look for here? AI God. What is AI God? Oh, let's go up a little bit higher here. Okay, Proof of Chad. Let's see what Proof of Chad is all about. So Proof of Chad was created 25 days ago. Okay, that's great because, as I said right here, you see, when they now come out, right? When they now come out, you're going to see a pump and they clean house, and then they start to go up after, right? Okay, cool. So what is he about? Proofofchad.fun. So he has his website. That's good. He has his Twitter here. Let's read more about him. Your base companion for token analysis on Virtual's network. We deliver God-tier alpha to help you navigate the markets. So if we go back to the questions, what do people want? Well, people want alpha. Number 2, what do people need? Is it going to assist them in their, in their findings, or going to add more value other than just alpha, right? Number 3, is it going to give them information? And it kind of checks those boxes. And when we go to their Twitter, which is not being able to click Proof of Chad, we just want to see if there's more engagement. I guess I could plug him in. Let's plug him into my browser. And here he is. He does have a Twitter account. Okay, cool. The GigaChad token checker you can trust. Is he active? The 27th was his last tweet. The 18th, that's too sporadic for me, man. Pro collecting your feedback Telegram chat. He's just not active enough for me, right? So it's not something I would want to invest. You need to check the registry as well and to see the token holders and how that looks like. 7, the dev 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This is, it's not too terrible, but I would like to see a little bit less here. If this had, if this was at 4, and everything accounted for in the top 10 to be under 25%, and his Twitter was active, and he was trying, from a token economic standpoint, it already dumped a lot, and it's been live for 25 days, which gave a lot of people, chances to sell, to have us come in. I might have somewhat been interested. Okay, guys? That's how you go about doing this for the most part. Okay, so to reiterate this video, you need to look at the tokens, and particularly ones mainly that aired out for a bit, right? Maybe 5 days, 7 days, in best case scenario, 1 month. That way, people who got into the bonding curve section or the prototype agent section have already taken significant profits, okay? Number 2, you want to make sure that the token holder stack isn't too crazy, all right? Number 3, you want to see some activity. Number 4, number 4 should be arguably number 1. You want to ask yourself those 4 questions that I already went over with you. Is it something that people want? Is it what people need? Is it democratizing information and all that kind of stuff? And I'm sure you could probably come up with your own questions. Now, there's no right or wrong way of researching, I don't think, really. I think to really be good at what you do, you need time spent in the market, and you don't want to time the market. Maybe you come up with your own strategies and your own research on what you're going to implement to find the next gem. And I'm sure you found bits and pieces from this video that you can use to incorporate on your own, to develop your own game plan when it comes to find the next AI agent. And we're always on the lookout for these AI agents. I just wanted to make this video to give you guys a hand so you can do this on your own as well, And, we would make another video on the more advanced ways to do this when it comes to the prototype agents that could give us a higher risk, yes, but also a much higher reward when it comes to multiplying and flipping our gains. And that's the name of the game, man. Because if we ain't making gains, what are we talking about over here? So that's all I got for you guys in this video. There ain't really much left to say other than, until the next one, your ass is on your own, bro. Later.
Francis Dhun, Uncensored.